For me, I really kind of felt that going independent was about facing a personal fear, about facing down this fear of not having stability, not having a regular paycheck, being able to have a little bit more control over kind of my personal destiny, rather than being determined by a bean counter in an office up in the San Mateo or the Bay Area, where it's like, hey, the game didn't meet the deadline, didn't meet the projections, or the company you're working for wasn't able to get get greenlit for the sequel or something like that. I kind of wanted a little bit more control over my destiny, so that for me was like a big motivation for going indie. It's like, what can I learn from this new experience? For me, I am a company of one, so I haven't been in business for 7 or 8 years, So for me, like the biggest challenge has been, finding that work for hire, finding clients and forging those relationships. And there are inevitably times when there are downtimes or there are lulls when you just don't have work, and sometimes it can be very easy to get very negative about that. So kind of dealing with that negativity, or again that uncertainty about how am I going to get through this. What I strive to do to kind of help get through those times, those particular challenges, it's just kind of what I realize is that your time is actually more valuable than money, because you can always make more money, you can raise more money, you can find money, but you can't make more time. So so being able to get more time because you don't have client work at that time, you can take that time and you can devote it to, like I put it into making my website. For years I needed like a great website that was mobile responsive, that reflected my updated portfolio and the updated services and value propositions I wanted to offer people. And I was able to build that site from scratch. And so for me, being able to kind of take a setback and kind of turn it into a win, I think is a skill that would help anybody out, to try to develop that, try to turn those setbacks into wins. So, and in this context, if you have that time, you can use that to build a prototype, build a prototype in Unity, or, learn UE, Unreal Engine and do some VR stuff. I mean, the game technology has become so democratized and so accessible. It's very possible to be that we're in this industry where it's about a meritocracy, where it's about the quality of the ideas and the originality and the creativity. I think there's never been a better time in the industry to pursue that.
What are some other ways that you guys have found that helps you find work, helps you find the games that you guys are going to build in, and that you're going to be on a social media platform? What are some other ways that you guys have found that helps you be known a little bit more because you guys are developing your games or you have a studio?
I hate to be jaded, but I hate that this is the truth. I believe though, but I have seen the quickest path to success being previous relationships with people like the reason that we were able to work on Call of Duty was because we were working with people at Activision that knew us from when we were in a pandemic and trusted us to work on that. And from there, it was contacts formerly that we worked with at EA EA had a project that needed work, and they came to us because they trusted us, and then had to build the relationship, and the same with Disney and stuff. And I find it really hard when I watch some of my friends who just trying to do it cold turkey and just come with a great idea or something like that it's hard to get that support and garner that trust, because at the end of the day, someone's sticking out their neck, someone's putting up the money, and they want some kind of risk management. And if it's not going to be, well, this is a proven model that's going to make a ton of money, which you don't usually have if they kind of indie, new idea or an innovative game, then they want some kind of mitigation of risk, and usually that's, well, we know these people that are working on the game, and I trust them.